Brighton centre-back Ben White has been heavily linked to an Arsenal transfer this summer. So today we will get the latest on his transfer and what exactly has Fabrizio Romano been saying. Also, what's going on with Arsenal and Houssem Aouar, and what Arsenal players have returned to training today. Join me in the latest episode of the Transfers FC. Yo, what is going on, guys? My name is Baz14 and welcome back to your boys channel. Reason for the smile, it's coming up. As per, I'd massively appreciate if you guys can go down there and smash a like on the video, and while you're down there, please do consider subscribing to your boys channel as well, because we are on that road to 50,000 subscribers. But let's get straight into Ben White and what is the latest here. Benjamin White of Brighton, the ball playing centre back, they call him a Rolls Royce of a defender, but is that Rolls Royce on his way to the Emirates? Well, Fabrizio Romano has said that Arsenal are still confident and working to complete agreement with Brighton for Ben White on a permanent deal. Personal terms have already been agreed. Some details to be completed for Saliba and no buy option to Marseille on loan. Lokonga, here we go, deal at final stages. So we have got a here we go, just not for Benjamin White, instead for Albert Sambi Lokonga. But as Fabrizio points out there, the player has already agreed the personal terms with Arsenal, and with Ben White's involvement with the England team set to end this Sunday, we should get a here we go pretty soon, so lads, keep an eye out. Even the reliable Gianluca Di Marzio says Arsenal are one step away from signing Ben White, a £50 million deal. The defender will join Arsenal after the Euros. Forget about one, there's now two reliable sources both saying the same things there, and that's Ben White will join Arsenal after the Euros, as of right now, most likely. And even the main man Chris Wheatley says that Arsenal are closing in on signing Ben White. Final fee is expected to be around £50 million. Not one, not two, I mean three reliable sources all on the same page. Ben White to Arsenal, it looks like it's gonna happen. Duncan Castles of the Sunday Times claims that Arsenal have now made a third offer for Ben White. That offer came at the beginning of this week. They've increased their guaranteed sum to £48 million, just £2 million below the figure Brighton would accept. Mikel Arteta is driving this move and he sees the player as a future captain. Hang on a minute, forget about that future captain, because that is reserved for KT Kieran Tierney Tesco's finest. And as he says there, £48 million is what Arsenal are offering. But as Chris Wheatley, Gianluca Di Marzio and Fabrizio Romano have all said, it's £50 million what Brighton are looking for, and so we are £2 million short of putting this transfer saga finally to bed and moving on to our other transfer targets. Sports Pete on Ben White on the football terrorist. I know from speaking to a few people that he's been telling some of his England teammates that the deal is pretty much done. He expects to be an Arsenal player by the start of next season. I think that £55 million is the right figure. Hey yo bro, this guy's figure is increasing minute by minute, just calm down for a second. And with Bukayo Saka also with Ben White in the England squad, I'm sure some agent work is going on. So let me know your thoughts down below on the player himself, your thoughts on a transfer and the price tag of £50 million. Is it value for money? Keeping it with the centre-backs, Le Provence in France claim that Marseille are pushing hard to include an option to buy to the loan of William Saliba. But for the moment, a loan with no option is still the most likely outcome. This was also backed up by one Fabrizio Romano, so Arsenal making it clear, if you want William Saliba on loan, you can have him, but no obligation and no option to buy. But one thing I will say on this transfer, recently rumours have kind of slowed down linking Saliba to Marseille, and it seems like talks have started to stall, and that could be the reason why Marseille are looking elsewhere out of the centre-backs. And now this is where things could get even more interesting, because as Gabriel has pointed out on his Instagram, confirming his withdrawal from the Tokyo Olympics due to the injury, nothing serious, I will not be able to defend my country's colours at the Olympics. So Gabriel is officially out of the Brazil squad with a knee injury, but he says it's nothing serious, but so far so we've not got confirmation of how long he will be out for. But once Arsenal do know how long Gabriel is out for, what does that mean for William Saliba, and does that mean Arsenal will still be looking to loan him out? But if it came down to you, what would you guys rather have? Have Saliba stay at Arsenal as a more rotational option, getting maybe 10 to 15 games, or him going out on a simple loan deal with no obligation or option to buy, but he gets to play at least 35 games week in week out as a starter. What do you guys think is the best thing for William Saliba's development? Let me know down below. And moving on to Houssem Aouar and his Arsenal transfer. We are running it back to 2020 and it seems like these rumours have some genuine links to it, as James Ollie of ESPN claims that Arsenal are considering reviving their interest in Houssem Aouar. No formal offer yet. Arsenal looking to offload midfielders first to clear space, help raise funds. Lyon thought to be willing to sell for around 25 million euros and other clubs are interested. It seems like the Houssem Aouar rumours have risen like the Undertaker and it looks like a move to Arsenal could still be on. And I think one of the main reasons why Arsenal have looked at Aouar again is his price tag of just 25 million euros. That's around 22 million pounds, and in the current day of market for attacking midfielders and the quality of Houssem Aouar, that is a bargain. That is outsmarting the markets. And even reports in France are claiming that Arsenal are maintaining contact with Houssem Aouar but haven't made any concrete moves because they need to make sales first. Need to make sales first? Hang on a minute. I thought we had some sort of war chest, some transfer budget to spend. And are we also spending 50 million pounds on a centre back when Aouar is available for 25 million euros? I don't know what's happening here. Maybe these journals are just waffling. Sports Pete again on the football terrace on Aouar. From what I'm hearing from my French sources, they are serious about Houssem Aouar. They did try to sign him last summer but got messed around on the deal by Lyon, which didn't go too well with the Arsenal hierarchy. Bygones will be bygones, with fees of 60 million pounds being quoted for one James Maddison. For just 25 million euros, you can get one Houssem Aouar. I don't think this is the worst of deals. He also claims that talks have happened between the two clubs. I think Arsenal have made a cheeky bid around 20 million euros, which is never going to get a player like Aouar. Lyon are probably holding off for 30 to 35 million euros. I can see this still happening because the player is keen to come. Rightio, then first things first, the price tag. First it was 25 million euros and now it's become 30 to 35. What's happening here? But then saying that, even for 30 to 35 million euros, for Aouar, that still could be a bargain. And here is a comparison of the stats of Houssem Aouar and Emil Smith-Rowe, with Smith-Rowe being in the red and Aouar being in the blue. And as you guys can clearly see, Houssem Aouar is a baller, and most importantly, he could definitely make an impact at Arsenal. He was Mikel Arteta's #1 target last summer as our attacking midfielder, and it looks like Arsenal are looking to run it back turbo. But what's your thoughts on Houssem Aouar, and do you still want to see Arsenal sign him, or do you prefer to see Arsenal go for a more Premier League proven player, one James Maddison as an example? Reports in Turkey claim that Fenerbahce is using Mesut Ozil's tactic in their negotiations with Arsenal for Sead Kolasinac. With just a year left on the player's contract, they want Arsenal to pay a half of his salary, £3 million, and Arsenal have not given an answer yet. No, that cannot happen, and we are not going to even entertain that. But if Fenerbahce do want to reunite Sead and Mesut Ozil, I'm for it. Take him away and the best of luck to him, as long as you guys pay us the money and don't try to shag us over. Fabrizio Romano has got quotes from the Sassuolo CEO saying that we are in talks with Locatelli with one club from abroad and it's really advanced. We are going to meet with Juventus in the next days, but there are no negotiations yet with Juve as Italian clubs are in a difficult financial situation. And a lot of Arsenal fans have taken that and become very excited because, as the CEO has said in the past, Arsenal have made a bid, so surely after the club in advanced negotiations. But the fact that the CEO has come out there and made this public information, this to me looks like a bit of cheeky negotiating tactics. And saying that, Fabrizio Romano says that Juve want to buy Locatelli at all cost and the player's priority is Juventus. Arsenal are in contacts for Locatelli, but there are still no advanced negotiations because the player wants Juventus. Fair enough, Locatelli, if you want to stay at Italy, I've got nothing against that, but in terms of Arsenal, we cannot dilly-dally too long on one player. There's players like Yves Bissouma available in the market for similar money to Manuel Locatelli, and Bissouma is just an example. But in terms of alternatives to Manuel Locatelli, lads, let me know some names down below in the comments of other central midfielders that you want to see Arsenal sign this summer. And moving on to the other Arsenal news today, first things first, our star boy Bukayo Saka has ripped it apart at the Euros and we are going to the finals. As a massive congratulations to our very own Bukayo Saka, who who played 68 minutes in England's 2-1 win after extra time against Denmark in Euro 2020 semi-final at Wembley. Not only that, but our star boy essentially assisted England's equaliser, and at just 19 years of age, Bukayo Saka has become a starter for England. And I'm not trying to jinx it, but I think Bukayo Saka is going to start for England at Wembley on Sunday in the final, and on that final, your boy is also going to be there as well. It is scenes, it is limbs, but is it coming home? Let me know down below. Fabrizio Romano on his podcast claims that Arsenal are not listening to loan offers for Hector Bellerin. The deal with Inter Milan is still not progressing, as other reports have suggested. Because of this, there are some opportunities in Spain and France along with Inter. Arsenal want 20 million euros for Hector Bellerin, and they want that money now. Arsenal want to sign a new right back, and these right backs on the current market, they're not cheap, they're very expensive. And so you know what, Arsenal, good on you and good on Richard Garlick. Make sure you stick to your guns and stick to the money for Hector Bellerin, and make sure you get it. And on the topic of right backs, Arsenal have confirmed today that Ainsley Maitland-Niles is back in training for Arsenal ahead of pre-season. Can I get some 50s in the comments? My brother Ainsley is back again, but is he here to stay? I don't know. But in terms of Mikel Arteta's inverted right back, I think Ainsley Maitland-Niles could be the perfect player for that position. It's almost tailor-made for him. It's just about the player himself. Does he want to play there, or is he still persistent on playing in the central of midfield? Comment down below, what would you guys do with the future of Ainsley Maitland-Niles, and if he agrees to it, would you guys give him a chance as our right back next season? There's even photos of Nicolas Pepe back in training as well. Nicolas Pepito, my broski, is back. And with him still being our most expensive signing of all time, comment down below how many goals and how many assists do you guys want to get from Pepe next season. Is this going to be the year of Nicolas Pepito? But that is the video there and there. If you have enjoyed, smash a like, and while you're down there, please do subscribe to your boy's channel as well. If you want to follow your boy on them social medias, the links will be down below in the description, much appreciated. But that is the latest episode of the Transfers FC. I hope you have enjoyed, and in terms of Arsenal, is it Ben White? Is it Houssem Aouar? I want some signings and I want them now. I will see you guys soon in a bit.